Yo, what is up, everybody? It's not exactly winter wonderland right now, but it is definitely snowing here in Denver. It's Seahawks versus Broncos for this Madden 16 online game. We got Peyton Manning, we got the Sheriff out here, and we're looking to maintain some sort of offense while there's an absolute blizzard going on, and Virgil Green in the middle of the field is definitely going to provide the offense. Richard Sherman not able to bring them down, and the Legion of Boom gets ripped up right away to start this game off. Touchdown Denver. This is the Super Bowl matchup of 2 years ago, and also the teams who played a very close and interesting game last regular season. You see Marshawn Lynch wrapped up. Seahawks, of course, had the dynamic duo Marshawn Lynch, Russell Wilson in the backfield. They're not known for the receiving core. You see Ricardo Lockett get that catch as Marshawn dodges a tag with them. We tried flying in there, and DeMarcus Ware is able to bring up Marshawn after a gain of 6 yards. But of course, you know, they have Jimmy Graham this year as Russell Wilson gets cracked. He was trying to make a play rolling out, not getting much. 3rd down and 4, putting in the middle of the field for Marshawn Lynch, who is not able to catch it. 4th and 4, going for it rather than punting is my opponent and going deep. But Luke Wilson gets flipped as he has hands on the ball as CJ Anderson takes the carry after the turnover on downs. My opponent, you guys may recognize the name, especially if you watch my 2K Rec Center videos, Walshy Man. You guys know me and Walshy. We played some Rec Center. We also played some Madden in the past couple of years. You guys remember some of his videos as 3rd down and 6. We're able to find Andre Caldwell for the 1st down. So yeah, you guys may recognize the name. Walsh has been a friend of mine for quite a while now in this thing, so definitely shout out to him. A 2nd down and 17. You see CJ Anderson getting a small little game, making it a 3rd down and manageable rather than a 3rd down and super long, allowing us to make that throw. Peyton Manning absolutely on the money. It takes an elite quarterback and elite receiver to make that kind of catching reception, or catch and throw, I should say. And then the next play, Peyton Manning. It doesn't matter that it's snowing. This man is on point right now. These are some dimes, also some Dilfer dimes, or whatever you want to call them. They're on the point. They're on money right now. So, Peyton Manning, 2 touchdowns early on in this game before the first half even ends. You don't expect too much offense in the snow, but we're making it happen. So, right now, Walsh definitely needs to get some offense going before this gets too out of hands. You see Derek Coleman gets the 1st down there and a little 3rd down inches fullback dive. Never a bad idea to run a fullback dive when you need only a yard or so. A 2nd down and 7. He calls a screen pass, but Russell Wilson not able to get it off. That's a loss of 12 yards. 3rd down and 19. We're covering Graham. He's going deep, and he's able to find Jermaine Curse for the 1st down, just lobbing it up. I believe over Talib over there. See beast mode, trying to make something out of nothing out there, only getting a gain of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. He's thrown in the middle of the field. Had Jimmy Graham, but Graham is not able to come up with the catch. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. Russell Wilson using his legs, trying to extend the play, looking for the open man, but it is incomplete. Bradley Roby was the nearest Bronco in the area. As you see, Walsh takes the field goal. A minute left before half, so Peyton Manning, who's been on fire so far, has a chance to put up more points before halftime, but obviously, especially with the snow, we just gotta limit our expectations. And how about Andre Caldwell just take this one by himself, lifting up the leg and eventually brought down by the fullback Coleman. So maybe lifting up the leg was not the best idea on that kick return. There is the pressure comes at Peyton Manning. A big sack by the Seahawks defense. Michael Bennett gets that one. 2nd down and 17. Manning rolling out, trying to do his own Russell Wilson impersonation. All the time in the world, but by the time we throw it, we get knocked down. Now 3rd down and super long. Just gotta make sure we don't make the mistake. And we do more than that. Virgil Green is loose again. Virgil Green almost has the touchdown, but he's brought down the 1-yard line. We call our 2nd timeout, 1st down and goal. And why not just give it to another tight end? Tight ends have been working so well this game, so you know, Virgil Green's been carrying the team so far. Believe it or not, of all the people, you know, Peyton Manning's going to have some new weapons this year. No more Julius Thomas, so we're going to have to try to make use of that. No more Wes Welker. There's going to be a few new guys up in Denver trying to make plays. You see Russell Wilson. We already mentioned his new weapon, Jimmy Graham. He's trying to find whomever he possibly can in this snow right before halftime. 1 second left. Rather than just calling timeout, they just go to the 2nd half. So you see, I believe that's Tyler Lockett, the rookie. I forget his name, but the rookie's been returning a lot of great kickoffs, punts, all that good stuff. 30. Oh man, Marshawn Lynch for the Seahawks. Look at beast mode, feeding that man a stiff arm, juking away before finally being brought down. Of course, the Denver defense, a little bit of a different look. No more Pot Roast Terrence Knighton, no more Raheem Moore, but they still have some great players like Chris Harris Jr., who almost came in on that ball. They still have Brandon Marshall up the middle. Still, of course, have Von Miller on the pass rush. As you see, I believe Jermaine Curse not able to come up with the open catch on 2nd down. 3rd third down and 9. Russell Wilson needing a touchdown here. Jimmy Graham is open, but Russell is too tall on that pass. It's hard to overthrow Jimmy Graham, but Russell Wilson definitely just did that. And, you know, that was 2 good plays in a row by Walsh. First time Curse drops it. Second time Jimmy Graham ends up just being overthrown. So just the snow is not treating the team well with the Seahawks, and that's the result. You don't have the quarterback, you don't have the receiver. Sometimes that happens, but when you have the defense, they can bring you back in the game. How about Bobby Wagner on the user pick right there, jumping the pass in the middle of the field as Russell Wilson bouncing off a tackle and getting a nice gain. Just like that, he is back in business. He's only taken field goals so far, so he's gonna need a touchdown eventually, as Russell Wilson is fighting for his life out here. But heck, if there's ever a time to get it, right now is the time, because near the end of the third quarter, you got a little bit of momentum. He's riding that wave, but so far, Marshawn Lynch hasn't been able to get much besides that one big run to start off the second half. As you see, it's the curl route to Curse. First down and goal. Beast mode again and gets stuffed. Safety help by Darian Stewart is able to bring that one down. Now we're at the start of the fourth quarter. Russell Wilson taking off, but just being brought down as there's some lag on that play. So that's going to bring up a third down and goal with the 1. Russell Wilson is not able to get in. He calls hurry up here. 4th and goal. Game pretty much on the line here. Wilson, play action, pressure coming. He finds Graham, but Graham drops it. Jimmy Graham, the elite tight end, not able to make the catch. That's a catch you expect him to make. And on the first play, Demaryius Thomas. That was a potential 99-yard touchdown, but Peyton overthrows him. Peyton's been having a great game. His first real mistake of the night. As third down and 10 comes up, we just hit a little drag out in that situation with a, 14-point lead, 15-point lead. We are not going to try to get a safety, all right? We're just going to manage it. Punt the ball back to Walsh, and if he gets a touchdown, so be it. As you see, first down 10, a lot of crossing routes in the middle of the field for Russell. And before he can make a decision, he is brought down by Von Miller. Miller's first sack of the game is a big one. Second down, he gets the catch, but it's fumbled away, but we'll get beast mode on the recovery. Normally, you're not allowed to advance the ball on fumbles at the start of the fourth quarter and beyond, but apparently Madden doesn't really accept those rules. He's lobbing it deep for Jimmy Graham, and Jimmy Graham finally coming up with a big catch. Russell Wilson and Jimmy Graham have been struggling all game long to make that connection work, but is there ever a time to do it? That is the time in the fourth quarter, and now it's a one-possession game. Now it's up to the Legion of Boom to get the stop, and Peyton Manning is testing him in double coverage. Almost caught by Sherman, probably should have been caught. Second down and 10. CJ Anderson, a little bit of lag again. He's got some blocking up ahead, and CJ Anderson is able to convert a huge first down. Walsh is out of timeouts and now, pretty much out of timeouts. He only has one left as we're running the flea flicker here. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left. He's lobbing it deep, and it looked like we had the catch with the tight end, but that's going to bring up a second down and 10 right for the 2-minute warning. Tossing up for Demaryius Thomas, but Thomas not able to hold on in traffic. Now third down and 10. Walsh needing to get this stop, and he does. Peyton Manning gets sacked by Cliff Averill, one of the many pass rushers on the Seahawks defense, as Tyler Lockett is able to bring it to the 27-yard line, and now Walsh needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. So he has all the momentum right now. We have not scored yet in the second down. It's been all Seahawks, and he's trying to continue that trend. But Russell Wilson misses Ricardo Lockett. Third down and 8. He's looking for Graham. He wants Graham, but he gets sacked instead by Malik Jackson. Running hurry up here. 4th and 14. Game on the line. Need to convert a first. You know he's looking for Jimmy Graham. He's firing, and Graham gets it. But Jimmy is not able to hang on. For the second time in this game, Jimmy Graham drops a key pass, and that was the game on the line as we get a touchdown to extend the deficit. That would have gotten that was the first down right there in Jimmy Graham's hands, just like how that touchdown 4th down and goal was in Jimmy Graham's hands. Jimmy just not playing like the elite tight end he should be playing as right now, and it's going to cost Walsh. I mean, you know, he had a few drops, a few overthrows. That's the problem with the Seahawks offense sometimes. You know, he definitely had the plays made, but they failed him, and we were able to pretty much escape with this one. We just got to make sure, you know, no Hail Mary like stuff happens right now. 31 seconds left. He has one timeout in the bank. So basically, he needs a touchdown and an onside. He needs a lot to happen. And a 2-point conversion somehow, someway in all this mess. And as the more time runs off, the less of a chance he has to make the comeback as the ball is tipped in the air. Looking for one of those tip picks, but nonetheless, that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. He actually burns his last time out here and punts the ball for whatever reason. And that is pretty much, you know, giving up at that point. As you see, I believe Emmanuel Sanders trying to get loose out there on the punt return. So we're just going to run a flea flicker. It's a friendly game, so rather than just sitting down the ball, I just got to toss up to Demaryius Thomas, and it actually gets picked off by Earl Thomas. So 1 second left. There's not really no chance to win the game, down 2 possessions. So why not just, give it to Jimmy Graham, see if he can make a big play. Jimmy Graham, like I said, he's been struggling all game long, and no bueno, trying to get in the end zone right there. Russell Wilson's numbers not so good. Peyton Manning kind of slowed down in the second half, but the first half we had was just enough to win the game. So leave a like in this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 16 online, Ultimate Team, all that good stuff. Good game to my dude Walsh. I will catch you guys next time.